Hey guys, what's up? I am in a different location right now, mostly based on this video, and maybe the backgrounds and stuff will eventually change because I know this wall color is kind of like blah, but I can't change the wall color unfortunately. But this is the living room space of my new place, which you guys have yet to see. This is where I keep my record player set up now. But this is a vinyl collection update video, but I'm gonna probably get some new lighting because the light I'm using right now is really shitty. Got a big stack to go through with you guys. So a couple of these records are Aerosmith records that I got on vinyl because I have a very slim vinyl collection when it comes to Aerosmith, which is my favorite band if you guys don't know. I have most of their albums on CD, however I only have like 2 records on vinyl besides these purchases that I just got at this record store called Revolution Records in North Conway, New Hampshire, and one of my first purchases was the Aerosmith Rocks. This was used. I got this for 12 bucks. Played great. I played this the other day and it was fantastic. This is just on standard black. And then I got another Aerosmith record at the same record store. You can see the $12 sticker up there. I have not played this one yet, but this is Aerosmith Night in the Ruts. But this record is actually fantastic. I'll show you guys the back too. I didn't do that. This is just pressed on standard black. And this record is like very underrated, I feel like, in Aerosmith's catalog. But it has some really cool rock songs on it. Of course, they got Walking in the Sand, which is a cover. And then Cheesecake, Reefer Head Woman, No Surprise, Chiquita, really good songs on this. More things that I got at this record store. I also got Sticky Fingers by the Rolling Stones. What a great album cover, right? This is one of my favorite Rolling Stones albums. Not a great album cover, but it has some amazing songs on it. One of my favorite songs by the Rolling Stones is on here, Wild Horses. I've played this pressing and it sounds really good, and I think it was around the same price, maybe a little bit more. If you guys follow me on Instagram at all, I don't think many of you do, I was like gushing over finding this. And this is the this is Senses Fail, Let It Enfold You. However, this is the Record Store Day exclusive of 2021, and I got I think this was the last copy at the record store, and it was like right on the shelf with the other exclusives. And this was a few days after the Record Store Day, and I did not think they would have had it, but they did. And the pressing for this is just gorgeous, and it sounds even better. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, my camera doesn't really do it perfectly justice, but that orangey marble, like yellowy orange marble, that is so nice. It matches really well actually with like the flame on the mirror in this. I really like pressings that go with the album aesthetic or like the vibe of the album. One of my clients that I've known for a few years, he collects records, and he gave this to me actually, and this is Chicago's, I'm not sure what Chicago album this is, X maybe? Might be like Chicago 5 or something. Chicago fans, let me know down below. But it's really cool because it has a gatefold. It's very old. I haven't played it yet, but my parents really like Chicago, so I always thought about like playing this when they're around. But Paramore's Riot. This is the I believe, yeah, it's the 15-year anniversary of this album, I believe. I'm so sorry if I'm wrong. And this was like a pressing, I think, for the anniversary, like a special pressing. Very weird, but it's like a silvery gray. Next, I've got The Clash's London Calling. The Clash is such a great punk band. This is a double LP. Lots of tracks on this album. It's got a huge handful of tracks, and this is one of the Clash's like most acclaimed records, with the song London Calling. Of course, I really like Lost in the Supermarket. That is like one of my favorite songs by the Clash. I got this actually at a local record store in my state. And they don't really have much, but when I see stuff that I like, I kind of gravitate towards it. And they had this record there. It's used, but I got it for like 17 bucks, and it plays good. It skips a little bit on one of the sides on one of the songs, but other than that, what can you do for a price like that? Because that record, I think, usually goes through like $30 or so new, just because it's a double LP. Another record that I got at the same record shop, which I forgot to mention it, the record store's name is called, the record store is called Looney Tunes. It's in Wakefield, Narragansett, Rhode Island. So if you're ever down there, going to the beaches or whatever, stop by this record store if you like records. But yeah, I also got the Queen's Night in the Opera record. My girlfriend is a massive Queen fan, and this is my personal favorite record by Queen, so I thought, why not get a record that we could both like listen to and enjoy? And I don't have any of the Queen's records yet, and I saw this new. A lot of course, iconic songs on, and this is like the gatefold for it, which I think is just all lyrics, but it has pictures of the band as well. But of course, it's got the hit of all hits, Bohemian Rhapsody on it. But I mean, there's so many other good songs. Death on Two Legs, You're My Best Friend's on here. 39's a great song. Next is another record I got from the same record store that's near me. And this is the Police's Synchronicity. Of course, it's got like songs like King of Pain on it. Walking in Your Footsteps is super good. Synchronicity 2, Every Breath You Take, really good songs. Wrapped Around Your Finger. There's a lot of good songs on here. Run the Jewels 4, or RTJ 4. This is Run the Jewels' 4th album, obviously. This one I pre-ordered like a while ago. And this is the gatefold inside. And it came in like a couple months after the album release, I believe. Here's the back. It's on a pink pressing, or I think they call it fuchsia. And it's also a double LP. I'm not going to show you both because they're all both the same. Looks very, very pink. Kind of almost looks a little see-through-y. A little bit, but that is the pressing for that. And like I said, really good record. This is the only Run the Jewels album I have on vinyl, but I eventually hope to get like RTJ 3, RTJ 2, because all the records are very good. Next, we got Peter, Paul, and Mary's self-titled record. This I also got at that same record store I was mentioning for only $1. Only $1, and it plays freaking fantastic. Has so many good songs on it. If you want to listen to really relaxing oldies folk music, Peter, Paul, and Mary is the way to go. I personally love them. Next we've got After the Gold Rush by Neil Young. This is pressed on standard black as well. And this is probably my favorite album by Neil Young. I was on a huge Neil Young kick like last year and the year before that, like in the summer. I really like to listen to Neil Young. He's very, very good at writing songs and everything. And I think I got this used at Newbury Comics, and it plays great. Really good. The Rolling Stones' Some Girls, which this I also believe I got at Newbury Comics as well. Probably one of my favorite Rolling Stones records. I got this new, and it's also in standard black. That's why it's so like, it's not like an original pressing at all. I think it's like a remastered version, but it sounds great. I've played it a couple times. Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. My dad got this for me for Christmas, and I was very stoked about it because I just never had this record. And I was like, if you want to get me something, get me this record. I love the gatefold inside with like the sound waves and stuff. But this record to me is so awesome. I remember listening to this in 7th or 8th grade, and we had to like listen to the album from start to finish. And he was telling us that this was like one of the first concept records and all that. Very special record in my collection. Demi Lovato's Don't Forget. I don't have any Demi Lovato albums on vinyl, so I was like, I need to change that. So I found this on eBay for a good price, about $40. This is the Urban Outfitters exclusive, I believe, and it's a cool pressing that fits the album aesthetic. So it's like a clear, smoky, red and black splatter. I really like it. I think the splatter kind of, like I said, fits the vibe of the record for like being like a 2006, I think it was a 2008 like pop record with like rock in it. for like a Disney Channel star, but like, I don't know, I think it just fits the vibe also of like the album cover, because there's like paint all over this, and it's like red and black, and that's like the whole vibe of this record. And here's the back. Everything to Nothing by Manchester Orchestra. This is also a gatefold, which I love, love, love when the sleeves are like gatefold like that. And this is like a special version, I think for the anniversary of the record. I was supposed to see them in concert, and I was going to get this record on the tour, but I ended up not getting it on the tour. So then they came out with like a special Patreon vinyl that you could get, which I think was the same pressing, and that was the other opportunity to get this record if you missed it at the tour. But this pressing is freaking amazing. I love it. It kind of like reminds me of like cotton candy and bubble gum. It's like a seafoamy sky blue green with like pink splatter on it, and it looks freaking cool. The Killers, Sam's Town. I also think I got this at Newbury Comics, and it has a gatefold as well. I love the gatefold. I love the photographs and all that of the band. And this is my favorite Killers record. I'm pretty sure this is the only Killers record I own on vinyl. Aly and AJ's Sanctuary Volume 1, which is basically the unreleased record when they were under their name 78 Violet. I remember they came out the song Hot House, and I was obsessed with that song, and then they came out with another song called Boy, but they never released the album like publicly or anything, because then they changed their name back to Aly and AJ and stuff. But they finally released the record, and if you're a part of like their Sanctuary thing on their Sanctuary Club thing, you got this record with the membership, and it's this really cool like see-through purple splatter. There's one side of the sleeve, and there's the other side with both Aly and AJ, of course. And I listened to this record like a handful of times, and it's just a really nice, like easy breezy kind of like indie pop record. Very, very good. It's super rare. I think, like I said, you could only get this if you were part of the Sanctuary. Julian Baker's Little Oblivions, which is their newest record that came out this year. Love, love, love this record. I haven't been listening to it as much as I should. I listened to it for a while nonstop when it came out, and then I like forgot to. But this is the Spotify like fan exclusive, where it's like a smoky-ish green and black splatter, and I think the green is just because it's like a Spotify exclusive, so they had to. And this is Deftones Ohms. This was one of my records of 2020. I was really, really into this record. Super heavy. A great combination of like Deftones' older and newer material. Part of the thing just flew. And this is the gold version, which I think is also a Newbury Comics exclusive, if I am not mistaken. My last two records, and these were like the most recent records that I literally just got like last week or whatever. I pre-ordered these like in October of last year, and they finally like came in. I know they were having like issues, of course, with COVID and then the particular like pressing plant they were at. And this is the Observatory exclusive of They're Only Chasing Safety. I never got a chance to get this record on its like original colored pressings, because they go for like big bucks. But they actually, when they did like a live stream playing the whole record, they came out with these like Observatory exclusives, which they're all the same like variant. So they're like this gray, black, smoky, clear vinyl. I'm not going to take out this one, but I also got Define the Great Line, which is also an Observatory exclusive. They're all the same pressings, and they also did a Lost in the Sound of Separation one as well, but I did not get that because I have the box set version that's like a bunch of saw blades that I think I showed you guys in my previous collection video. But yeah, like I said, I also got this one, which I think this one's a double LP, I'm pretty sure. If you want to see more vinyl collection videos or want to see my past vinyl collection videos, subscribe to me. That would be cool. Like this video also. I'll try to post more videos in the future, maybe some album reviews. It's so hard because I'm like, they're so time consuming, and I'm like, sometimes I have like lost motivation for YouTube just because I'm like, I feel like nobody cares, but what can you do? Anyways, as always, stay brutal, stay tuned for more videos, and see you guys later. Peace.